Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Michelle. I'm the Craft and Bish. This is my YouTube channel. I'm a paper crafter out of Washington State, and today I'm going to be doing some things with wax and dried leaves. So I've got this Cricut, I forget what they call this, mini press, and a heat pad, the Cricut heat pad. I never use this for vinyl. I don't know why. Anyways, and I'm going to lay this paper bag on top of it to keep any extra wax from getting on my pad here. So the type of wax I'm going to be using is paraffin wax. I bought a ton of this from Michael's years ago, and you can use it to make your own wax paper. But today I'm going to attempt to seal some botanical elements, and then this is it grated up. So you'll need a heat source, a heat pad of some type, wax, and then also I like to use parchment paper because we're going to sandwich our elements in the parchment paper. So I've got this is just some cheap paper that I got out of a big scrap pack from Walmart. And I'm going to lay that down. And I'm going to grab some leaves here. These leaves are eucalyptus leaves out of a flower arrangement from like Christmas or New Year's. They've been hanging out forever because I've been meaning to do this forever. So I'm finally getting around to it. So what I'm going to do is start up by heating my paper beforehand, so I can rub some of my bar wax onto it and get an initial coat of wax. I've done this before with just a regular household iron, and that works as well. Let's see, is this warm enough? It feels like it's melting a little bit, not a lot. Let's see, this is a new camera as well. I'm gonna go closer. So this is a new camera that I'm using. I have been using my cell phone, so I'm getting used to how this works. So bear with me. So yeah, that's not doing a whole lot. Before I used the large Cricut Easy Press to do this, and I may end up doing that again. We'll see. So hopefully you can see that this is getting a little bit more transparent, and that means that our wax is penetrating our paper. Okay. So you can see that's a little bit more transparent, and I'm going to go in and do another pass with the wax. Now I could use the shredded wax, and that would be much more efficient, which I may end up doing. We'll see. Now this is getting really hot. I just put my finger over it, and it is quite hot. So you can see that the wax is wet, it's glistening. Let's see, I think I'm just going to put some of this shredded wax right on there just to speed the process along a bit. And the parchment paper helps to distribute your wax. So if you dump it in a big clump like I did, the parchment paper is going to kind of aid in spreading that out a bit. And I'm just trying to get a nice layer on the bottom, so when I lay my botanicals on, hopefully they kind of will stick to the melted wax. Okay, so now I can really see the paraffin is melted, and I can push it around with my iron a bit through the parchment and get it to distribute evenly onto all of the paper. Oh, and so that is fully saturated. You can see that there's even wax stuck to the parchment paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and let's just try to do one leaf. And this is a big experiment. I've never done this before, so we'll see what happens. And I'm just going to dump some more wax right on top of there. These botanicals were not pressed. They were just hanging on the arrangement. So that may be an issue. I'm not sure. And I'm using light pressure. I'm really not smashing this down. I'm just kind of letting it glide over the surface. And I can smell that leaf. Let's see what we've got. Now it's not really stuck down, unfortunately. I was hoping that I could get it on there, get the wax on there really in a thick layer and that it would kind of encase itself onto the paper. Let's see if I just melt it and hopefully not push it around as much this time. Maybe it will encase it a bit better onto my paper. So I can see the wax, it's melted right now. And so I am just lightly pushing the wax fully over the leaf and off onto the edges. It's really, really warm. Okay, so now you can see that is quite a bit thicker. The whole leaf is coated. And hopefully this way it will be encased onto the paper. Let's set this guy as, oh, see, it's still lifting. I may just end up having to glue it. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna set this aside to dry and we'll try another one. I mean, it is fun at any rate, I can see that much. Whoa, that was a lot. Why did I use so much? Not thinking. But it should make this one go much faster. So I'm sure you could use a different kind of wax. If you didn't want to use paraffin, you could probably use normal beeswax, although that might be a waste of good beeswax. I don't know a whole lot about waxes, to be quite honest. But yeah, I would say definitely experiment with what you have and see what happens. I've even thought about using Crayola, just you know, because I'm curious to know what would happen. So I think I'm just going to press this one down gently first and then maybe add some wax. I don't want to crack it if I can help it, because this is a dried leaf and it's brittle. But that did flatten it out really nicely. And it smells, I can smell that. It smells kind of like, I don't know, definitely an herbal scent. And this is melting as I put it on the leaf. It's melting right on there as I put it on. So I'm using very light pressure, just trying to melt all of this paraffin and keep it on the surface of the leaf, and maybe a little bit around the edges of the leaf. I mean, the next steps for this, I'm not really sure. I feel like I am going to have to glue the leaf down. Still very wet, it's dripping. Ouch, hot as well. Hot, hot, hot. So, I mean, maybe a laminator, although I feel like that would defeat the purpose of making it wax. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try getting some wax on this first, flattening it out a bit, and then maybe putting it on a piece of paper. So that does have some wax on it. I'm going to try moving it into this crease where there is a buildup, of wax. Right here. There's a ton of wax there. Move it into another high wax area. That is coated on the back as well, and on the front. So I'm going to lay my paper in there and put my leaf down, and let's see, let's move it into an area that has lots of wax right here. It is right on the edge though, and I don't want to get that wax on my iron. Hot. So the leaf still not stuck to the paper. And there's just a little piece right here that is still opaque. It hasn't got any wax on it. Let's see if I can just turn you around real quick. There, we got it. The first one that I did, and let's see, how do I make this thing focus? Not sure. But you can see it is coated. It is stuck together, but very delicately. It's pretty thickly coated in wax, and it's something really unique, really delicate. I'm happy with the way this turned out. Yeah, I really like this. I think it might even look nice on some doilies. I have actually coated some doilies with wax and flower pieces that I broke up. I wonder if I could find that real quick and show you. I don't know where it's at. I'm not going to dig. But yeah, cool off pretty quickly. Here's another one, and it is stuck to the paper. So tell me what you guys think about this. Ideas, suggestions, what you would do with it. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and drop comments down below, and I'll catch you next time.